It's Madden NFL 24, and the focus of this one is on Odell Beckham Jr. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the Ravens and the Bengals on Thursday night.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, it's a rematch from last year's AFC wildcard game, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. The beat goes on, doesn't it? A perfect 10-0 to start the campaign.
And it's a good locker room to be in, too. Guys don't show up on game day hoping to win.
So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Nelson Aguilar with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He connected on his first pass of the game for a long touchdown, so we'll see what else he's got up his sleeve as they start 1st and 10 again. Off the play fake. Henry. Well, looking deep here for Flowers. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5... That's nice, but once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, when you do say 10 and up.
Fights through, and now a crease. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Not only an explosive play, but an explosive run. I mean, broken tackles along the way to pick up that yardage.
The way things kept churning for him. Feet were moving. The legs were driving. Looks like someone who spent his off-season working on it.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Nelson Aguilar. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He's got 2 touchdown passes on his first 2 drives, and he'll try again here on drive 3. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one, so now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore. Now Dobbins again on second down. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
3rd and 3. Back to throw. Henry. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Nelson Aguilar on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his 3rd already in this first half, as he'll try again with a first down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw. Henry. They set up the screen for Dobbins. Escapes the defender. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
On first down, Henry. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Back to throw again. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Able to slither by and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
A final shot before break. Henry setting up the screen here to Edwards. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. Some good-looking matchups on your screen there. One of the best? Yeah, I'll say it. It's in Cleveland. A big test there for the Browns, as they'll have to contend with the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Good games in the late afternoon as well, one being out in Santa Clara, where it'll be the 49ers taking on the Tampa Bay Bucks. And one final game to highlight. It's Sunday Night Football, and they've got a good one this week between the Minnesota Vikings and the Denver Broncos.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Throwing to start the drive. Henry. Looking deep here for Flowers. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 75 yards, and the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now, we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present, making plays, and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
He hit on the big one on that last drive. Touchdown pass number 50 on the season. What a year he's put together, and he'll try to build on it here, 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Henry. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain of 32 that time.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. 25 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So an electrifying run there as he calls his own number and takes it all the way.
Brings a new dynamic to this offense, doesn't he? And right now I'm picturing the offensive coordinator, the head coach in their minds, drawing up some more running plays for this guy because he brings some excitement to this offense.
And just a young rookie, a lot of electricity yet to come in his career. He's up to 11 rushing touchdowns now on the season after scoring on the ground on that previous drive. That is an impressive number for a quarterback. 1st and 10 here. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a 1st down.
He gets his first catch there, but all in all, when you're talking about the #1 receiver in the NFL coming into this game, and we're just talking about the first catch there, I think they're doing a nice job of bottling him up.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Miles Murphy in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Gus Edwards with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. Throwing to start the drive. Henry. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
There he goes right side. Inside the 20. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. It's their quarterback. 75 yards. And the Ravens have 11-0 in their sights as they add on to their lead. We've seen this already from him in this game. Second time he's into the end zone with a rushing touchdown.
So the head coach is going to have a meeting with the owner this week. You know why? He's got to let the owner know, I know you wrote the check for his arm, but we're going to make him a part of our running game too. This guy can do it all. Let's see where he takes us.
Baltimore gets set to take the field. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown! Mark Andrews, 75 yards. And the Ravens extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try to ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of
yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
2nd and 5. Again, it's Edwards. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. Oh, heck of a move. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Gets around him. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. it looks like he'll throw here. That's caught. It's Flowers. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers with his second touchdown of the night. And the Ravens have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
And the Ravens taking the field. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Throwing to start the drive. Henry. He completes it to Beckham. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, it wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Ravens, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.